Welcome back to the Multiverse of Geekness. This is the Comic Guys podcast coming to you straight from the YouTube channel. We are about to do a quick reaction to the Obi Wan Kenobi. It's going to be me and my co host Kevin. What's going on?
What's up, man? I'm here chilling. Can't wait to watch this. I'm here with my girl, Monique. Monique is a big Star Wars fan. She loves Star Wars. Yeah, just talk about it because like you out here with the Princess Leia hairdo.
Yeah, bro, she's ready for the Obi Wan trailer.
Bro, she has a whole bunch of like figures. If I were to show you how many figures she has like a Boba Fett Lego figure of all of like Boba Fett's helmet. She has a whole
I
bunch
seen
of
that one. Yeah, I seen that one, and
Star
I
Wars.
see. What is that? The
You featured them on the podcast before.
Yeah,
a couple
actually,
times.
I have featured those before on the podcast. I may have claimed that I have
you definitely put that in the Instagram.
their
Case
hours.
is still pending.
Hey,
But
I kind of made her a fan a little bit of all this.
Well, I see. What is that in the background? Is that the Millennium Falcon Lego?
Yeah. She bought that recently at
When are you guys gonna? I definitely want to see that when you guys put that together.
yeah, we're finishing up the Darth Vader one, but definitely that's.
Are you gluing them so they could stay glued, or you just put them together?
No, we're just putting them together. But I've seen like cases, like glass cases, so maybe that'll be like the next step after they've all been put together.
Yeah, because you do not want your dog to hit the table and that.
Oh my god, damn.
Man, that would be the rest in peace, doggy. Sorry.
Just return it. At that point, I just return it. I can't.
I
put it
promise.
all
I
together.
promise. Claim we forward.
Y'all heard it here first.
Bro, you know, like it falls and you lose one, you use one piece, you lose one piece, and that's like the main piece you need, and then like the whole thing is messed up.
Man, but yeah, I'm excited to watch this Obi-Wan. There wasn't much news, like you said, in the investors thing besides this. So I'm really excited to watch this. There's been a lot of hype around this show.
Yeah, and all the talk was just, it's just something that we've been just waiting for. You know, that they gave us like a quick tease. We didn't really give us a lot of stuff, but so here we go. Let's watch this. I have to say the quality, it makes the Mandalorian look like
Oh yeah. Quality looks amazing.
that's Luke.
Stay hidden.
He's been watching Luke like a stalker.
The key to hunting Jedi is patience.
Oof, the Inquisitors, bro.
Jedi cannot help what they are. Their compassion leaves a trail.
Can't love to see a black woman.
Jedi
Yeah, she's an Inquisitor.
itch. He cannot help it. Where is he?
Oh, she's badass.
Bro, the quality of it is. Hope survives. You hear the breathing in the background?
There we go.
Go back to like a minute 32. Right when the screen goes blank, and just hear. I'm gonna shut up, watch, and hear it.
What's the time? Give me the exact time code.
1:32.
I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't
still.
hear
No,
that.
all right.
No.
Maybe you have to use both headphones, but when you hear soon as the name comes out, you hear.
Man.
I was just gonna.
But
ask
very
that
faint, like it's very faint in the background.
I think I heard that, but
because I feel like he's gonna be like a surprise guest, and so that's why they don't want to put him too much in the trailer.
Yeah.
Just because, like
Mhm.
Boba Fett show, they didn't hype up that the Mandalorian was gonna be in that, and he got 2 dedicated episodes.
Yeah.
So I felt like it would be the same.
You mean You mean the Mandalorian just took over?
Basically, but I
He was
think
like,
that was to hype up his new season. You know,
Yeah, I
like
think it was time of his new season too.
sucking. Nobody likes you right now, Bubba. Let me
don't get
take
me
over
wrong.
real quick.
I was with it because I'm a Pedro Pascal fan, and I think he does a great job as the Mandalorian. So I
Yeah,
wasn't tripping up.
I can't wait. He's coming out in Last of Us.
yeah. Pedro Pascal is
Yeah,
coming out.
So I can't wait to see him in that. And yeah, look, bro, they're gonna have the Inquisitors. That's gonna be
And the
what?
thing is that, and the thing is that Star Wars is gonna have, I think, a lot of like these top like actors too. You know, they brought back Obi Wan, and this Obi Wan show is gonna be great.
Yeah, but who else could have played Obi Wan? Like nobody. Like if you would have brought
yeah.
anybody else to play Obi Wan, would be like, fuck is this?
I'll be so upset.
Yeah,
I just think they're leaning into just the TV series, right? Because we see just such a rise in popularity with that.
yeah,
Like, you need to dedicate, whatever realm this is to a full fledged film. It's now to a point where you can tell these stories in a short sort of like time span with a series. And I just think that's really interesting that they're sort of leaning into that, right? Because
Yeah,
it's turned
especially
into
expanding the Star Wars universe into a whole thing. Because look what the Mandalorian did. Open up the only reason I didn't like too much Boba Fett, and we talked about it once, and Kevin had a great idea. If they would have kept Boba Fett as a bounty hunter, and the show him trying to look for a bounty hunter and meet up with the Mandalorian and say, "Hey, I need your help to capture this bounty." I think that would have been a more interesting story of him trying to become a drug lord. Basically, he was fighting for he was looking for spice. Spice is freaking like weed in the Star Wars universe.
But I think the reason why they didn't
yeah.
go that route with Fett is because if you look back at what I forgot what movie it was, like Boba Fett falls into that creature. So like any true fan would have been like, wait, the timeline doesn't make sense. Like if they had done that, it would have needed to come from like before the movie. I think it was Return of the Jedi. I could be wrong, but
Yeah, I even
they had
told Kevin. I told Kevin that too. If you know how they had like the whole him always like every time he was getting fixed in that tube thing that he was in, that capsule thing, he always kept going back to the past. I think if they would have kept out the future things and would have started a story when he first got out of the worm, and then without going forward, start a story from there, it would have made more sense of why he wanted to become what he wanted to become. It was just like, wait, he's already a crime lord, and you're gonna start it from there, and then he's gonna think back like every time a piece of wind passed by him, he was like, I remember when I was in the desert. Like,
yeah, I would put that
why?
in that.
You
Because
know what I'm saying?
I think that this Obi Wan show, like you said earlier when the trailer, you were like, man, the cinematography already looks great. But watching the the Boba Fett show, sometimes you were like remember in the episode where he did the spin shoot at the end of the episode, the guy with the
The
one
Power
eye.
Ranger, bro. Like, what the hell was that? He tried to do some crazy.
I think
He was holding on to the Wookiee, and for no reason, he was like, "Meow," and do a spin move. It's like,
I
why
watched
you
it.
wasted a minute of?
I just hope that this Obi Wan show, we have to get a Darth Vader fight with Obi Wan,
Of
man.
course, that's gonna happen. He was confirmed for the season, so
Yeah.
they're gonna
No, they said they. I think it was Ewan McGregor in an interview that he said that, or somebody said that there is gonna be an epic fight between Darth Vader and Obi Wan.
they'd be dumb not to include it. It was such a highlight, the last movie with them too. So it's like, why not include it in this? But I feel like they're gonna save that for the very, very, very last. Like, I do not think
Yeah,
it's gonna come out within the first couple episodes.
Mm-hmm.
So I am also very excited to see that because what's his name? Christian Patinier or something like that. What's his name? The guy
Who?
who plays Darth Vader.
yeah, Chris, yeah,
Christensen?
Kristen Patini or something like
Something
that.
like
Yeah,
that. I don't know
he's like,
exactly,
yeah,
but I thought he did great. playing Darth Vader. So,
Yeah,
obviously giving props to the OG, but so I am interested to see him come back.
Yeah,
'Cause-
and they had like the Inquisitors, bro, and those are evil, and you could see like you seen the game, right? You watch him play the game, the Star Wars game. Like the Inquisitors came out there, and yeah, the cinematic, the freaking is great. I'm excited. I'm actually now that they gave me this trailer, I'm like,
But would you expect anything less from Disney? Like,
yeah.
I mean, it looks absolutely great,
It
but
looks great.
like,
true.
like I was saying, they're I feel like they're pouring so much money into now that these shows, like, to not sort of expect the same quality as you would like a full-fledged like feature film. It's not, it's the same thing. Like nowadays it's really no different,
Yeah,
you know, except we're breaking what this probably would be a movie, just 2 hours, they're breaking it up into like 6, 8 episodes.
yeah, and they probably spend the same amount of money if you think about it in a movie too. They probably spend less, less on less things than what a movie would take. Because look at the difference between the CW, like the Flash, and look at the Flash that is from a CW production. To I know you haven't seen Superman and Lois, but if you see Superman and Lois, at least the first or second episode, you see the quality. And Superman and Lois came from HBO. They got HBO Max money, not the CW money. And you could see the difference in the cinematic of it to the Flash, and you'd be like, they don't care about the Flash. Because sometimes some of the Flash villains, you'd be like, wow, you're such a cartoon. Like, you look so
But
fake.
this show doesn't look like that at all. Like this show is
No,
looking like
this is Disney
right
money.
Yeah, I was
I'm
gonna say it's
assuming
Disney money.
it's
Like,
Disney. Man, I am expecting a lot of great things about this show. It's gonna be woo.
So are they gonna do now that they're gonna do Obi-Wan? Should they do a Darth Vader spin-off?
oh, that would be so dope. That would be
Yeah,
dope.
like
You know what
going
I'm saying?
around and just terrorizing the
Because
guy.
well, there's some comic books of Darth Vader that are pretty dark. He goes out try to find the last Jedi's and kills a lot more Jedi's than they think. The comic books are deep on Darth Vader.
That's what I want though. Like, I don't want some PG ass like I want him stabbing, like I want him stabbing people with his lightsaber. Like, I want to go, like I don't imagine Disney would go to that level. Like I feel like it would be like very Hunger Games esque, where the book was like
Yeah.
very gory, very detailed, and then the movie came out and it was just like, okay, I guess some people don't want to see kids get murdered like that. But if you read the book, like you just difference. So I feel like in terms of this, like they should be very true to the story, because when they are like, when you do see, books, comic books, etc., like come to life, like people are fully like anticipating or wanting what they read. So if that's how the comic book is portraying him, that's how Disney should go about it. But it's like, of course, set the stage, be like, hey,
Hmm.
this is rated R. But
Yeah,
I don't want them to like make it, because that we saw that with, like, homeboy was like, "Hey, I'll come back. I'll do another one. I'll do another season, but let me be what the Punisher really is." Like, he didn't want to be like this cookie cutter like bullshit that they was trying to do. So I feel like that's where they have to like understand, like
Yeah.
true fans want to see the real story and not it just like tied into a bow so that kids can also enjoy it. Like, don't get me wrong, I want y'all to enjoy it, but watch the Clone Wars or something. Like, I as an adult
and
get their heads cut off.
Yo,
his name is Darth Vader. Like,
she is dropping like bombs right now, dropping like diamonds right now. Like that's
Like,
why
went from bombs to diamonds.
a diamond.
going on right now.
Yeah, so
So
diamonds.
she's just dropping like everything great. Like that's why I brought her on the show because she's like a really big fan. She knows a lot about like this. And,
Yeah, it's like the same thing. If you would have done like Deadpool is one prime example. If at that point in time when they brought Deadpool, it would have been like a Marvelous movie, like Captain America and all them. I think it would have a different tone. But because they went rated R with it, that Deadpool is such a rated R character, it made sense to see him curse and do all this gory stuff and blow himself up and show inappropriate things in the film because Deadpool is a rated R character. The same thing with the Punisher, like you said. But would everything change now that the Netflix shows are coming to Disney Plus? That could open up a lot more characters to be rated R section because I think they're putting a parental control on Disney Plus, so they don't get like the Netflix Daredevil that's coming to Disney Plus.
Oh, that's a good point. The
Yeah,
parent
that is
that is a good point with the parental control. Because also too maybe with Star Wars, like we said, that it can get really deep. But like I can't wait for this Obi Wan show. Everybody, guys, make sure that you let us know what you think about the Star Wars Obi Wan show trailer. Like we're gonna be keep talking about it. Please check it out. Follow and subscribe. We'll be talking about it more in our podcast. But yeah, man, Danny, take it away.
All right, guys. Well, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and visit us for our podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and press that notification so you know when we drop in new videos, you get it. And I will see you guys on our next. Make sure you guys go this weekend. Big podcast. We are reviewing the Batman. Hey, Monique, you want to come in for the Batman review?
yes. Many
Yes, many
Yeah.
thoughts. All right, we're gonna have a special guest. We're gonna have Monique, that's Kevin's wife or girlfriend or
Ooh, almost.
fiance. I don't know. What was that? Are you gonna do it live?
I need to
Ooh, I
see
want
all my eyes.
to. But guys, make sure you guys catch us this weekend when we drop the podcast, and make sure you guys like and subscribe. We'll see you guys later. Peace on the multiverse of geekness.